Hello and welcome to my research. My name is Paul Maketa. The title of the research is E-commerce readiness, a case of Gweru Polytechnic. The scope of this study, the study was conducted at Gweru Polytechnic. It is situated in the Midlands province in the city of Gweru. The Polytechnic is a major player in the country's technical and vocational education system, and it provides practical technical education to various students. And the aims of this study, the first aim was to find out the initiatives of the e-commerce, the objective of the e-commerce, to find out how the technological solution will be made possible, how Gweru Polytechnic is going to implement e-commerce at their institution. Also to determine the technology and implementation requirements, what will be required for Gweru Polytechnic to implement e-commerce at their institution. In this study, I also sought to outline the online buying and selling process, the services that will be offered by the institution, how they will be available online, and how their clientele will be able to tap into these services and be able to purchase the services online. Another aim of this study is to define the critical path of the e-commerce system development or maintenance, what are the various stages through which the institution will undergo so that they come up with a fully-fledged e-commerce system. In this study, the researcher will also come up with the internet architecture and security outline for the proposed system. This will be very important so that the organization can see before the implementation how the architecture will be like and how the security will be like before the actual implementation. And one of the aims of the research was also to evaluate the proposed system's cost and return on investment. The research will seek to find how the e-commerce system, how much it will cost to the institution, and the monetary benefits to the institutions. Another objective is to assess the marketing opportunities and how the institution sees in its future in terms of e-commerce. I would like to start by defining what e-commerce is, since this is a new thing at Gweru Polytechnic. I would really want to know what we are up to doing. On defining e-commerce, the researcher came across two definitions, one from Tuban and others in 2006, and one from Juta, that's in 1997, a publication which was republicized by Javorg and Ramsey in 2001. Both of these definitions seem to share some common things. The first thing these definitions agree on is that e-commerce deals with buying and selling. They must be buying and selling of commodities and services. Another thing these two definitions also agree on is that e-commerce must take place via computer networks, the internet and the telecommunication networks. The selling and buying process must take place via the computer networks. So these definitions also include sharing of information. clients must be able to access information, and the providers of services must also be able to provide this information. This is what the definition of these definitions of e-commerce agree on. So the overview of the proposed system: the Gori Polytechnic institution would want to have a comprehensive e-commerce system that will facilitate electronic billing and payment of student-related charges, including but not limited to tuition and fees for the students, their accommodation fees, their registration fees, their examination fees, how the students will be enrolled online, and once the students will be enrolled, they must be provided with an online invoice, how much they owe to the institution, and they must be able to pay to online, and they must be able to view their payment details, their accounts online. The payment systems must allow payment using credit cards or payment systems being provided by mobile telephone service providers. Mobile telephone service providers are providing payment platforms such as EcoCash and Telecash, among others. The proposed system must be able to use these as well. So this system should be integrated to the Polytechnic's website, the students' registration system, and the college's accounting system. They must be integrated together. That is the proposed e-commerce system at Gori. Current state of affairs. What is really on the ground at Gori Polytechnic at the moment is really pathetic. The Polytechnic currently accepts cash payments, checks, and bank transfers for the payment of tuition and other things that need to be paid for. The Polytechnic does not accept credit card payments, or it does not use the services by mobile telephone payments, the mobile telephone providers, the EcoCash, the Telecash, the One Wallet. All those, they cannot be used for payment at Gori Polytechnic. So students and parents are limited to the cash payment or check payment. If a parent has to pay on behalf of a student, the parent will have to deposit the money into the Gori Polytechnic's bank account, and then a copy of the deposit slip is faxed to the accountant. The process is really pathetic. So to gather information about the status of at Gori Polytechnic and how the solution will be implemented, the researcher found out that there is a lack of sufficient research in this area, especially in developing countries like Zimbabwe. So an exploratory research design was considered a suitable approach. This research employed primary data collection methods in order to assess the Polytechnic on the uses of e-commerce, and a questionnaire was also used in the research to gather primary data. Questions included items such as what are the uses of information technology currently being employed at Gori Polytechnic, and the researcher also asked the stakeholders what they perceive to be the benefits of implementation of e-commerce, and the researcher also asked stakeholders on the barriers to e-commerce usage, why they have not implemented e-commerce system at their college. These are some of the questions which were included in the questionnaires. But the data gathering technique. So the respondents were asked to rank and comment on different questions. This was used to determine the weight or the importance of each question towards assessing the usage of e-commerce at Guyaru Polytechnic. And these questions, some were structured and some were semi-structured. The questionnaire were distributed to the accounting assistants, IT personnel, the administration personnel, and a proportion of the students and some parents were randomly selected. So a random selection technique was used in the distribution of this. So the sample of 40 participants was chosen. So 40 questionnaires were distributed to various stakeholders. And of these, 33 were received back. So this was an overwhelming response of an 82.5% response. And so this data was tabled. The researcher will not give all the tables, all the data, but one of the important details gathered was what are the barriers to e-commerce implementation? What the stakeholders at Guyaru Polytechnic think are the barriers to the implementation of e-commerce? The biggest barrier, according to the results obtained, was the cost of e-commerce technology equipment. About 76% of the respondents felt that the equipment needed for implementation of e-commerce would be costly to the institutions. And quite a number also agreed that there is lack of technical know-how, there is lack of technical expertise. The personnel who will implement e-commerce at Guyaru Polytechnic are not available. And a majority of the respondents also felt that e-commerce technology was very complex for them. It was a too complex phenomenon to the people of Guyaru Polytechnic, and it would be difficult to implement. There are also others who cited the issues of privacy and lack of the technical infrastructure. Some also cited internet connection failures. So these are some of the results gathered as to why e-commerce has not yet been implemented at Guyaru Polytechnic. The network and security architecture of the proposed system. So basically there will be a system will be hosted in about 3 servers and a database server. There will be an application server, an authentication server, and a payment server, which will be gathered by a file at Guyaru Polytechnic. This will have to be connected to the internet, and a web server we have to host it as part of the system so that it becomes available on the line. These systems will be guarded by firewalls, and the users will also have to access the system via the internet, via the web server. These systems will be guarded by firewalls. So the stages in the project development: the first stage will be the planning phase, followed by content gathering and analysis of what we have been obtained. Then the project design, here whereby the systems will be designed, the databases will be designed, the softwares will be designed, and the development and production. This is where the softwares will be programmed and the databases will be set up, as well as the websites will also be built. That's why a great job will be done on the development and production stage. Then quality assurance, this involves testing and approval of the system. The system will be tested. Then packaging and delivery, where the system will be given to the user. Research findings suggest that although this technology is progressing and more electronic technologies are now available, the Polytechnic has not yet adopted some of these technologies. The results indicate that there is more positive response to using World Wide Web and instant messaging by Polytechnic. On this note, it was therefore concluded that Guyaru Polytechnic is mainly using entry-level e-commerce technologies, the web, the Facebook, and chat. The benefits identified provide high-quality information to the Polytechnic. and stress-free access to college payment system. Apart from that, e-commerce was also found to be an important facilitating interdepartmental coordination, which leads to increased processing. In conclusion, you can say that Kagera Polytechnic is not yet ready to roll out the e-commerce system. Thank you.